God was no stranger in our household. He was someone that was talked about often, but he was someone that was almost like someone that I knew, but I didn't have a relationship with. I was told about the gathering place from my mother, and she really wanted me to do the internship because she said it would be a great experience. She experienced the main events as a kid and really changed her life. So me and her went back and forth for a little while, and we ended up coming on to a conclusion where she was just like, hey, I want you to go, you're gonna go. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. My GP experience kicked off on the retreat at the 4-H camp right here, and I was sitting there in that chair over there, and I had my head to my Bible. It was worship time. We had worshiped before, and now it was just like prayer time where you can just come to the college interns and talk to them. And I was sitting there feeling so alone, with just head on the Bible, and I didn't know. I was like, God, if you're there, do something. Help me out. I want this to be real. I want this to be true. And I almost started to doubt myself. I started to doubt it all. And in that moment, I started crying. I couldn't stop crying. I must have cried for 20 to 25 minutes. I mean, I was sitting there. And this time I wasn't sitting there in struggle. I was sitting there in triumph because I finally met him. My entire life had led up to that moment, and it was like the biggest thing ever. And there's not another feeling on earth than getting saved. I mean, it is the most emotional and perfect moment that I've ever experienced. And the gathering place from there on has been like crucial to my growth as a Christian. And I've never felt more at home, and I've never felt so loved and so accepted than that night and the months ahead. And that summer, I mean, it was really impactful. It changed my life forever, and it's still working through me. I still have those memories, and it's like, I have never felt more at home among strangers than at those main events. I mean, I dream about those days. Towards the end of the summer, God filled me with such a passion in a way that I couldn't even contain it within myself. And I had to share it with everybody else in my life and my campus, and that's exactly what I did.